My coworker reported me to ABAR because my engagement ring made her physically ill from jealousy. I never imagined my engagement would trigger a workplace investigation, but here we are 2 weeks ago. James proposed at sunset on the cliffs where we had our first date. The moment was perfect, and the ring Carna Platinum Art Deco piece with a 2-carat oval diamond that belonged to his grandmother part took my breath away. Not just because it's beautiful, though it is, but because his grandmother had secretly pulled him aside at Christmas and told him she wanted me to have it. Monday morning, I wore the ring to work at the marketing agency where I've been for 3 years. I wasn't making a big deal about it. Parent no engagement party email, no social media announcements tagging colleagues. When people noticed and congratulated me, I thanked them warmly. At lunch, a few close friends asked to see it up close, and I showed them while we ate in the break room. That afternoon, Vanessa, our team's newest account manager, asked me to meet her in the small conference room. We're not particularly close, but we work together occasionally. I assumed it was about the Johnson campaign. The moment the door closed, her expression changed. "I need to ask you something," she said, her voice tight. "Are you deliberately trying to make the rest of us look bad?" I was genuinely confused. "What are you talking about? That?" She pointed to my ring, flaunting it around the office like you've won some prize. "Do you know how that makes the rest of us feel?" I explained. I wasn't flaunting anything, Pert. I was simply wearing my engagement ring, as most engaged women do. "Well, it's inappropriate for the workplace," she continued. "Some of us have partners who couldn't afford something so ostentatious. My fiancé spent 8 months saving for my ring, and now it looks like something from a gumball machine compared to yours." When I pointed out that the ring was a family heirloom with sentimental value beyond its size, she scoffed. "Right, convenient. That your boyfriend's grandmother just happened to have a ring worth $20,000 lying around." "I am sorry you feel this way," I said, standing to leave, "but I am not taking off my engagement ring. Here is actually a professional etiquette rule," she called after me, "that says large diamonds shouldn't be worn in the workplace during the first year of engagement. It's considered tasteless." "That's not a real rule, Vanessa." The next morning, I was called into my director's office. Vanessa had filed an HR complaint claiming my ring was creating a hostile work environment and making her physically ill from anxiety every time she saw it. She'd apparently told HR that I had deliberately shown it off to her after she confided financial concerns about her own wedding. None of that was true. We'd never discussed her wedding finances, and I'd never approached her about my ring. My director thankfully seemed embarrassed about the whole thing. "Obviously, we're not going to ask you to remove your engagement ring," she said, "but in the interest of team harmony, would you consider wearing it turned inward for a while? Just until Vanessa adjusts?" I was stunned. "So I should hide my engagement because someone else is jealous of it? Would you ask me to hide a promotion too if it made someone envious?" After a long discussion, the director agreed the request was unreasonable. ER ultimately dismissed Vanessa's complaint, though they suggested I be mindful of colleagues' feelings. Vanessa now refuses to attend meetings if I'll be there, sending her work directly to our director instead. Other coworkers have started showing me their engagement rings and wedding bands in solidarity, turning our Friday happy hour into an impromptu jewelry show. My fiancé thinks the whole situation is absurd and wants me to look for another job, but I've done nothing wrong. I am not hiding my engagement or my grandmother-in-law's ring to manage someone else's insecurities. Sometimes the most valuable thing about jewelry isn't the price tag, Pert, it's how clearly it reveals who people really are.